Recently, you may have noticed more and more folks wearing these things, and that's because flu and COVID numbers have been on the rise here in Gallatin County. So I spoke to one school nurse to see if those numbers have been reflected in the classrooms.
Would you say the number of kids coming in here rises when it's flu season?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Rebecca Spear is the district nurse for BSD 7 schools, work she's enjoyed doing for the last 17 years. Spear tells me since the kids got back from break,
I would say we see 20 to 30 kids a day at least at both high schools.
So what's been going around?
We have had a fair amount of kids out with, I would say, both COVID and influenza, and in addition, just kind of colds. I've had a couple kids in here this morning that don't really have voices.
I asked Nurse Spear if this is more than normal.
I would say we're peaking maybe right now. Coughs and colds might be a little bit more than normal.
And I was curious if we're seeing peak COVID and flu season across the valley. So I headed over to Healthy Gallatin to get the stats.
Last year, this was about the time of year that we did peak. So hopefully we'll see these cases start trending down here soon.
Joanna Fink is the epidemiologist with the Gallatin City County Health Department. She shared data from the most recent Gallatin County Weekly Communicable Disease Report, which stated about 130 cases of COVID were reported in the month of December, an increase of about 73% from the levels reported in November. But for the flu, we had about 379 cases reported in December, a 3,600% increase from November. Now that we're in January,
So we're still seeing the levels rise, mostly for flu. COVID's kind of stayed steady so far. We're only seeing a handful of cases a day, I'd say.
although flu and COVID numbers are down from last year, there are some other concerning outbreaks that have seen a significant increase.
We've also seen pertussis that's been included in our communicable disease report for several weeks.
More commonly known as whooping cough. Since September, Gallatin County has seen around 45 cases, compared to 2023, which saw 6 total cases. And that's not all.
Norovirus is nationally kind of going around too. The CDC says that as of the last week of December, about 22% of tests were positive.
Up 12% from last year. A virus Nurse Spear can confirm took a toll on Gallatin County schools.
The norovirus was more than usual this fall. We've never had to shut down a school due to norovirus, which is what we had to do right before break.
As we reach peak season, Fink and Nurse Spear want to remind people to stay home if you feel sick and make sure you're washing your hands.
Generally, we tell people 20 seconds for washing their hands.
In Bozeman, Cassidy Powers, MTN News.